LiquidWiFi. This is my main man Dan right here.
Yo.
We're running Simpsons game NG+. So I'll start the run. I'll explain what the run is. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So at the very start of this run, in the first 2 minutes, there is a soft lock that can happen, which is not obviously ideal if it does happen. So this rabbit randomly will not follow you. We don't know what caused it, it just doesn't happen. But what I'm running is NG+, and normally in the regular game, if you don't have 100% completion, what happens is every time you use a burp or any sort of ability, it will reduce your power meter in the bottom left corner. But with 100% file, you get infinite power meter, making it so it's a lot better to run, honestly. This game with not infinite power meter is quite awful.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of mobility that's tied to that meter, not just special attacks like you're seeing now. At the end of this level, we're going to come up on Homer Ball, and while it won't really be used for platforming here, it will be quite extensively throughout the game.
No soft lock. All right, that's good.
Well done.
Yeah, sometimes that rabbit just will not follow you. If it does, you just have to reload the level. Loses like 2 minutes. Pretty annoying at the start of the run, but managed to get past it, no worries.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, as I said, there's infinite power meter, making it so it's really, really easy to do a lot of different tricks. Right here, we've got the Homer Ball, which basically has a bunch of different abilities. Has a launch, has a slam. It's really good for really quick movement.
Yes.
But regrettably, we kind of just have to sit here and wait for about 40 seconds for the level to fade out.
Enjoy these soothing sounds of screaming chocolate rabbits.
It doesn't really matter. I could kill Zero here and it wouldn't do anything.
So another thing about the game's structure that differs in New Game Plus to any percent. Typically in a fresh file, you would have to do a lot of hub navigation to get between levels. That's just not a thing for us, and I believe cutscenes are not skippable.
That is correct.
Yeah.
In any percent, you have an hour of cutscenes and an hour of gameplay. Awful category. It did recently get some cool tech where you can warp pretty much anywhere, well not anywhere, but it's hard to explain, but the coordinates of your overworld, your coordinates of your overworld translates into, oh my god. So, it's one moment. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, so the coordinates of the overworld actually translates into the coordinates of where you are in the level. So it spawns you way out of bounds, and in some circumstances it spawns you really far into the level. You can skip entire levels. It's really cool. But what I did there with clearing the gap is called a triple jump. Basically, if you target as you run off a ledge and you jump, you get like one frame where the character, or where the game thinks that you're on like a flat surface, and you can jump again off it and just perform a double jump as normal.
Hey, Bart.
I'm going to be doing it again here to skip the little puzzle that exists at the top here, where you're meant to get Homer at the head and Bart at the back. If I jump around the side, I can skip the trigger, and if I successfully do a triple jump...
Unfortunate.
It's not being very nice today.
That's my boy.
Well, since Homer's up here, I may as well just show the puzzle.
If he gets out of your way.
Yes.
Flame on.
What's he doing? Wait.
Oh, okay.
My turn.
What's he doing? I placed him there. What's Bart doing? Oh my. What's he doing? Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was headphone switch?
Yep.
That switches your headphones?
It's very optimal. Homer!
Tagging.
I don't know what's going on here. I've never had this problem before. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, there we go. No, what? What? Okay.
This is actually quite a good showcase, because the AI in this game, it really does have a mind of its own.
Okay.
My turn.
Now, stay. Stay. Don't. All right, there we go.
Let's try.
You gotta call in backup. It's a fat guy and a little kid.
Technically, they're on our side. But let's get them anyway.
So yes, normally the triple jump is meant to skip that puzzle, and that puzzle's not meant to take about 5 minutes to do, but, things happen. We won't talk about them. And then from here, we just need to defeat all the bullies. So before we defeated, what was it, Kearney? No, it wasn't.
That was Dolph.
That was Dolph. And here is Kearney.
Yes.
We just have to basically spam these buttons and get him out of behind the glass and shoot him.
Plastic bag.
Luckily, we don't have to, like, time this at all. We can just spam it. And we want to kill these security guards just because they're just annoying to deal with and cause a little bit of lag.
Something that differs quite a bit from previous gen to next gen is a lot of the combat and counter design in this game is look how many enemies we can throw at you.
Yes.
Isn't it so impressive? And no.
Look
No,
at how
it
good
isn't.
our hardware is.
The amazing Jurassic Xbox.
And yeah, some of these ones don't actually do anything, so there's no point to shooting them. And then he's gonna barge through the wall and we're just gonna shoot him once with a laser.
So forget the last part of my statement, okay?
Look up here!
Alright, so here there's meant to be like a very big puzzle where you're meant to hit some switches, hit some buttons.
Giant nuclear furnace.
But with a little bit of a slope that exists on the edge of this, we can triple jump up here. Oh my.
3/4 of the Earth is covered by water.
I used all my good luck in the
Water
practice
of
room.
life.
So we can skip this, we can slope jump up here, and kill him.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. So yeah, slope jumps are another sort of technique you'll be seeing quite a lot of throughout. I believe the way it works is if it's not a sheer face, you can face away and effectively just, for a frame, get your jump back and begin climbing again. So you're going to see it here. This is a sloped like surface, so you just do it like that. This level's great. It's just all
This
execution.
is one of the most fun levels to do. Shoutouts to Saiyans.
Big shout outs to Saiyans here.
So by lining this up just right, we can clear the
Nice.
entire thing, jump over here, hit the switch, and we're at the end of the level. We just skipped a huge portion of it. This is one of the most fun levels in the whole game, both casually and in a speedrun, because it's all just like really fast homer ball movement.
Yep.
Go away. I hit that too early. Just gotta wait for it to come back up. There we go.
Lady Liberty has been dealt a severe blow.
Nope. Unfortunate. Nice. And then you break the burger here, and you are done with the level. And
There
you
we
are
go.
done with the level.
Okay. Alright, this is our first Lisa level. Lisa has a couple of interesting powers, but we're not going to use it just yet. We want to try and clear out all these enemies because we want Lisa to be as close as possible to a platform we're going to push down for her. Obviously, closer as she is, the less distance she has to we have to travel as her to get towards the 2 buttons that exist at the top here.
Another general principle is there will be a little bit of AI babysitting because they can just go and get themselves killed, and you have to walk up to them to speed up their respawn timer.
So yeah, so what slope jumps are is basically you turn backwards and it resets your your position to be on a flat ground for a couple of frames, and if you push jump again, you can just infinitely do it up any surface that's even like the tiniest bit sloped. As Dan said before, we'll be using that a lot in this run. You're going to see it come up again right here and a couple other places in this level. This is meant to be a whole puzzle where you're meant to shoot a button with bar, but we can just skip it. Let's see if these are on. Alright, they are. So this is randomly on or off. We don't know what causes this. If it's off, it actually becomes a lot easier because these one-shot you. If you touch them, you die.
They're a mean green machine.
So I just have to be a bit careful here. Here's a switch to open the gate. We don't need the switch to open the gate. And there's a platform here that's meant to be put down, but using slope jumps we can climb up there.
Well done.
And really, really cool out of bounds come up here. So you jump on top of this, slope jump up an invisible wall, and this area outside here has collision for some reason. And also, this area outside here has collision for some reason. As you can see, most of this is unloaded. The area at the back with the little Frogger minigame is unloaded. And this hill goes up just high enough to fit underneath the gap, and we can just run to the end of the level, skipping the big steam puzzle over there on the left that we're meant to do with Lisa.
Yeah, so in typical video game fashion, you're meant to do quite a lot of intricate things here to save Lenny and Carl. They're sort of under a tree on this conveyor belt. But the only thing that ties to the end of the level is hitting this button. So, we're done.
Marge.
I walked around the hub as her for too long.
Oh yeah, for those that don't know, getting 100% of this game requires 300 collectibles in the hub world, as well as a certain amount in the in each level. So it's a really, really long thing to do.
If you enjoy pain, I recommend a blind attempt.
So we can jump on this little sign here, and we're going to skip the entirety of mob rules. So we're going to place this here. By placing this here, we can just get enough height to jump on top of that, jump around here, and now we're outside of the map's boundaries, but like not quite in the unloaded section yet. This is one of the worst levels in the game, and one of the worst levels in the game casually, but when you speedrun it, it's actually one of the most fun levels in the game.
Yeah, and thankfully the design of this level is two platformer tropes. One is recycling parts of the hub, and the other one is having the end pretty much just be right at the beginning, just inaccessible. So once you get over a couple of barriers, you can sort of just mosey on through, and then do this.
This is you meant to be down here as Maggie, but for
Yes.
some reason these extend out outside of the actual event's range, so we can just get them with Lisa here, and this finishes the level.
So the general story of this game, because this will be quite a location departure, the Simpsons are aware that they're video game characters, and they've, for the past few levels, just kind of been exploiting that fact to do what they want. And now there's been a big alien invasion, so they've gone to find Frank in the actual game's engine. It gets really meta from this point onwards.
This level is one of the hardest levels in the run because it's like an 8-minute level with pretty much non-stop gameplay until the end, where there's a unfortunate auto-scroller-ish segment
With some RNG elements, everyone's favorite.
Yep.
Why? His paws are so simian.
So normally to get to, we're trying to save Frank, as you can see he's being kidnapped by
Effectively
by Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So normally you're meant to do this big puzzle with the cogs, and you're meant to place them down on these
The super team is on
little pegs that exist, but we can skip that by coming around here, and this jump is completely random. And this one is usually fine. Okay, nice. So yeah, we can skip the entire puzzle.
That always looks so easy when it goes right, but it is not.
It looks really, really easy, but it's really dumb.
So this is a bit of an AI moment. Liquid's going to try to avoid. Lisa can start wall climbing here. Nice, didn't start wall climbing, so it's just much
it
slower.
saves like 10 seconds if you can manage to skip a wall climbing.
Yeah.
I hope I get to meet Zelda. Zelda!
And then the best poster in the game.
Very nice.
Carnal and unnecessary.
So you'll see me spinning a lot with Lisa's saxophone. I hope that worked. Okay, it did. It's actually a little bit faster, even if it is incredibly annoying to listen to. And now we're just going to activate this pole.
And what Liquid's picking up there, those little sheets of paper, the character's abilities actually get these incremental upgrades over the course of the game, but for whatever reason in New Game Plus, they don't retroactively stick with you in earlier levels, so you still have to pick those up. And that's quite handy, because I think that one you got is the one that's, the saxophone can turn enemies against each other, so it's just passively kind of getting them off your back, which is
It's one of the
nice.
most useful abilities for keeping your you're like, allied's alive. Alright, let's see if Bart dies here. Stay alive.
He's close.
Stay alive! Okay, I think he's alive. Nice, okay.
Nice.
Oh, we're high up. Whatever you do, don't trip.
So a lot of this game is just, you know, lots of video game references, as you can clearly see. We have Mario, we have
Little
Koopa
Koopa.
over there. There was
Yeah.
Sonic before.
Remember, but the 90s were
All
game-
legally distinct. This is the best room of the
This
level.
is the best room.
video games.
Once again, the Simpsons has predicted stuff. The downfall of video games.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna grab another hook, a little hooker over here.
Oh boy. I hope my health
We're gonna try and make the jump onto this window. It's a little bit tight. Okay, cool.
Why do you mark it?
Once again, another fantastic sign.
Let's get a little more focus on that one.
And this actually has a very small slope so that you can jump up to skip these slammy things. And if we jump around up here, if I position Bart correctly, he won't move. I think that should work.
Fingers crossed.
If he stays up there, it makes the jump a lot easier. And actually a little bit faster as well.
Combat is the language, and I am the right.
It looks like he's staying up there. Alright, cool, nice.
Intensity to the extreme.
So yeah, I can jump from there to here.
You guys are white
Alright,
video game
okay,
nerds.
so the other way to do that is you're on this little ledge and it's a really tight jump. But being up on that little window makes it so much easier to do. This part is terrible because Bart doesn't know how to stand on the button, as you can see.
There we go.
Marketing people pollute the public sphere.
And then this is the final room of the level. Big puzzle that you're meant to do to get Lisa across, but we can just slope jump up and up and up. And skip the entire puzzle and also a little bit of extra stuff, a little bit extra walking.
Extremity to the beyond.
And again, in typical casual TSG fashion, these are just like time wasters that make you use abilities for a bit, like just using hand and button to make a bridge or activating a button for a pipe. Yeah, it's very non-gameplay, casually.
Eat food.
And then here's the boss battle for this level, is King Kong. So this is RNG. The football players take one shot to kill the, I can't remember what they're called. The other ones. These guys, they take 2 shots to kill. And the next phase is triggered by killing a certain number of enemies. So obviously if we can kill them faster, the next phase will trigger faster.
Yeah. Now, I noticed you said King Kong. Are you sure you didn't mean King Kong, the official boss of the game of the movie by Peter Jackson? Or
I'm
just
not
King
sure,
Kong?
man. Maybe
Alright.
I did. I wasn't paying attention. The boss actually went to the next phase. You got me thinking real hard, dude.
Got that neuron activation.
Getting a lot of football players here. This is probably a good time to read out a donation or two.
Absolutely, we have so much love coming in for you on the donation line. But we've got Amma Yessing saying good luck on the run, PB incoming. We also have $50 from Jorbs13, who says best of luck on the run, Liquid, and a good job to the entire AusSpeedruns team for putting on this marathon. Time for one more?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, we got $5 from Pelican as well, who says, hey Liquid, good luck on the run. Let's pray that dino jump goes to plan. Which it obviously did not.
Alright, should be almost done here. Should only be a few more. Should only be a few more. There we go. Alright, I think that's the longest level in the game for the speedrun.
Cool couple of levels here. These are Trails of Horror themed. You got 2 very good ones and Invasion of the Yokel Snatchers when we get there.
But first, a triple jump here that I fell in the water. Round 2. There we go. Okay, so there is a incredibly stupid strat in this level. It's called peg strat. We're gonna jump on this tiny little post that exists
Watch out, they look
just down the pier here, and The wooden beam that sticks off you can kind of see. I'm gonna land on it. It has some pretty funky collisions, so if I fail it, you'll see. Okay, well that won't be the wooden little thing. Let's try that again. This might take me quite a few tries. It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's finicky.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to land on a tiny little platform that exists at the very top of this beam. There you go. Drowning in wood. There we go. Nice. Okay. So that skips a pretty large chunk of the level where you have to place down platforms. And we can skip this. We can just go over there by a jump.
That grapple point made me so mad. It doesn't shine.
So ideally Lisa won't die here, but she... Oh, she just survived that.
Nice.
Alright, so this is another situation where AI can really play a big part, because we really don't want Bart to die here. It loses a lot of time, since we need him to lower the platform that the dolphin is standing on.
So casually you're going to electrify this jellyfish and sort of send Snorky into the water, but if you're fast enough you can take him out effectively in like...
Yeah, usually you're meant to do this in 2 or 3 cycles.
Yeah. So
but
because
we
he's
can
still
do
in the water...
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right, yeah, because he's still in the water you can just electrify that jellyfish and bring it over. And thankfully he doesn't get like heaps of iframes or anything once he takes damage. Nicely done.
Alright, really hard boss coming up here. Just kidding, this is so easy. So the intended way to do this is you're meant to shoot the like hatches with Bart and then go up there and pull out the cables to take down some of his health. But Homer's burp actually still counts as hitting it because it extends out so far.
And what Liquid's doing with this movement, once you've hit Lard Lad, he kind of just goes for a jog around the city and resets to a new position. So you can just get yourself prepped.
Alright, the third one is going to appear near the starting area again. Oh, I got 2 of the fences missing. I hope I can reach. So normally there's meant to be 2, like an extra fence here that I sit on, but I'm hoping this works without it. It should. Oh no. Oh, it's all going wrong.
Yes, we were joking. This is actually the hardest boss in video game history. Really difficult. And here is the bedge break of the run.
Awful level. Awful level. So the goal here is to go, obviously, as fast as possible, because if we can be quick enough, we'll be able to get Bart just as he gets back up from his death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this one, and hopefully, if I have been quick enough, he'll come back, I'll be able to control him, and I won't die. Nice. Even though there's so many enemies. This is a classic case of they put in as many enemies as possible, as you can see.
Game design. Am I doing it right?
Interstellar Nerds.
Holy cow!
Alright, then we just got to get to the end. So you can actually activate both the... That was close. Both the platforms there as Homer. Don't die. I said don't die.
Slam dunk.
Okay, let's go back and revive him.
Your weakness amuses us. Go back to planet loser. I hate her.
Alright, there we go. Back on track. So you can activate both these platforms as Homer. And we're going to try... Okay, that didn't work. So if you manage to get across fast enough, you can actually activate both platforms. What are you doing? Hello?
AI moment.
Hello? All right, okay, first try.
He ran off immediately after too. He had a stare down to attend to with those aliens.
Another video game reference. Can you guess what this one is?
Oh yeah, it's Pac-Man, yeah?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, yes, yes. We could easily wipe these out with just Homersburg because it extends out just so far. Let's see if we get the funny voice line.
Suck it, Space Goblin.
Not that one.
No, there's a much better one.
We get in trouble. Hide in my fat hole.
I'd rather just get killed, thank you.
So good.
Great voice line. So these switches here have the worst collision in any video game I've ever seen. You can run right into them. So you're meant to run into them as homer ball, and sometimes they just won't take damage. And sometimes like that, I won't hit them and they do take damage.
Bite me, Cyclopses.
Like there, and there, and there.
Zap them.
Oh, what? This is insane. Okay.
And it's as easy as that.
Thank you, thank you. And that's the end of Invasion of the Yokel Snatchers. Next one is Bargain Bin.
Yeah, everyone can wake up now. This is actually a cool level.
Yes, this is a very cool level. So there's a huge puzzle you're meant to do, or a huge series of puzzles you're meant to do. But if I do this right, this is the fastest level in the game by a lot. I didn't do it right.
So Homer is now dead forever, which just rolls credits. Weird they left that in. So there's an invisible volume there that Liquid's going to jump around. Very nice. And then a slope jump,
Nice.
and you're there. That's the level done.
So yeah, this is the end of the level.
What you up to there? What's the most jerk to the A? They hate me, you know.
The collision on that beam is really, really tiny. And near the end of it, there's a invisible wall that extends out from the wall you meant to use the buttons to open. So you have to jump around the wall back onto the tiny little bit of collision.
So another thing about infinite meter in this game that's really good, in next gen, just like converting these little townsfolk into mob members consumes energy. And it's just, so you'll like spam to get people, and then you just have to stand there and do nothing. But you can just mash it and get a whole crowd. It's really nice.
So I'm moving in a really particular way here because I don't want Marge to move. I want her to move as little as possible. Because if she runs away, you have to do an extra cycle because you ideally want to do this in 3 cycles. But if you don't do enough damage within the time meter that Penny is somewhere down, then you have to do another cycle, and it loses like 20 seconds.
You'll be seeing more of this as well, but what Liquid is doing with Gummy Homer there is just transforming out and back into him to just get rid of winds down frames. The term escapes me. Recovery frames.
Alright then. This should be the last phase.
Best line.
Alright, so I'm going to go and hit the switch, but along the way I'm going to hit as much... I'm going to try and destroy all these spawners. Because if there's a lot of mows around, it takes with Marge longer to actually show up. So now we just have to wait for her. How long is she going to take to show up? Come on.
Marge on holiday.
There she is. She's back.
Oh no! The camera's going too. Oh,
Just some simple movement in here to grab the keys.
Dude, I know this classic video game reference. It's clearly Skyrim.
Ah, yes.
Another example of infinite meter, making that way faster and way more enjoyable.
It makes the game so much better. Alright, so this is the first usage, I think, of the, second usage of the power-up for a character. So this one, basically, Homer becomes a giant invincible ball, and everything he touches dies. So what we want to do is we want to try and take out as many enemies here as possible, because we need Marge to command the minions here.
Yeah, or the little lemmings.
Because we need 4 to go in there to activate the coins to show up here. And we're going to do a little clip to skip the Maggie segment in here. Yep, and then we just walk straight through.
Nicely done.
So this boss has 4 cycles normally, but using a precise... I'm not really sure how this works, to be completely honest. It's a very strange phenomenon, but basically if you
Dragon die.
What?
Yeah, dragon die.
Dragon die.
Yeah.
Dragon die. So if I hit it as she goes to the next wave, next side of the screen, she just goes straight into the lava and dies. Okay, this level. Oh boy.
Have fun. No.
No, please, I need help. Could you explain this level, please?
Yeah,
This level
so
is
I'll do a quick rundown of like the casual level. You'll see a counter up there for buildings. We need to gentrify San Andreas, basically. But it takes a really long time, so instead of doing that, there will be some slope jumps and prop boosting with a little technique at the end. So the structure of this level, the river won't open up to you until you clean these buildings, and then you have to freeze enemies using Lisa's Hand of Buddha and just drop them in. But we don't, want to have to wait for that. So instead, you can actually grab a piece of like a broken building, freeze enemies, and then like tennis them into the water. And you'll see it coming up very shortly. Liquid's just taking care of some spawners here to make it a little bit nicer.
This level is terrible.
Yeah.
It's definitely the hardest level in the game.
Unrelated shout out to Toxic Pinhead.
Yes, it's unrelated. But this saves something like 4 minutes. So even getting it slow is still considerably faster.
Yeah, and that's 4 minutes of doing this level optimally, where you have to manage all of these units, and on top of your AI that you have to babysit.
I don't know where Marge went.
Liquid, can we jump in with a few donations? We've got a ton burning a hole right now.
Just give me a few minutes to do this, and I'll give you guys. You'll have an auto scholar segment in just a few minutes. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Ah.
So yeah, I'm launching this over. Oh, I just built the building!
Oh no!
I have to start the whole level again. I tried to pick up the ice block and it built the building instead.
Yeah, so here we are in Grand Theft Scratchy for the first time. Absolutely nothing has gone wrong.
It never happened. Never happened.
What happened?
I've never done that before. I've never built the building before. Maybe Marge won't die this time.
Welcome to the cycle of Grand Theft Scratchy. Maybe it'll go right. Maybe I'll get the 3rd ice cube. Maybe.
No, it won't happen. Alright. This one will go well. All of them will be first try.
How you like me now? Stay out of our clearing.
Okay, this time Marge isn't bringing the whole gaming squad over, so.
Want those enemies? Kill, 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 kill!
That was one.
Yep.
Way to scourge filth, Lisa.
That was another.
Yep.
That one didn't hit. No, Marge!
You found it.
How are we going? Only two.
First two.
So there's 4 total we need to hit.
Angles.
Angles.
Generally, it's agreed. I believe that the further away ones are just more difficult because more opportunity for it to skew off the path that actually registers as a landing.
They're hiding behind the barrier. This trick is awful.
Yeah.
Alright, that was another one. So I think the last one is the furthest one, which is the hardest one to hit, unfortunately. Not that far.
Nope.
That might have hit the stage. Did I hit?
clothesline
Oh no, I
beats
hit
you
the
with an ice
third. I hit the 4th one. I'm surprised that one didn't hit. It's alright, this is still considerably faster than with than doing the level casually.
And it's DMCA friendly.
How have I not hit that? This is ridiculous. There we go.
Surely,
Okay,
yes.
all right. All right. So the reason why we need all 4 of them is because there's a section at the end where we need. Oh, there's 2 sections at the end where we need hounds. But one of them, the game just gives us 20. But the first one triggers the auto scroller segment, which we need to clear up a building and 2 vehicles. Oh, I broke a car. That's how far that one launched. I broke one of the cars. There's meant to be 2 there.
Secret new speeds track for ILs.
I have actually hit the stage before. The stage was at like half health when I was initially trying this, and I've never done that again. Okay. So after this, they're just going to clean this up, and then we're going to have an auto score segment. So you're good to read some donations. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, we should all. We have a ton of donations, so I'm just going to try to speed run through these. We have $6.42 from Pelican saying, Homer 1 looks funny today. We have $5 from Cyan saying, Homer 1 looks funny. We have $20 from Hugs a Tree for Me with no comment. Thank you very much. We have $4.50 from Psy Guy. Happy birthday, Liquid. This donation goes to Runner's Choice. We have $50 from Tickler. I will be disappointed if blood jumps aren't pulled off first try. We have $4.50 from Widespread. Here is some money so a needy kid can eat some Maccas like their favourite funny pink car driving streamer Wi-Fi H. We have $4.50 from Anonymous saying good luck with TSG Liquid. Hope you don't choke peg jump. Put this towards Announcer's Choice. We have $10 from Lord of Conquest. Great to see Liquid running at ASM. Looking forward to Grand Theft Scratchy level. Incentive goes to Runner's Choice. We have $10 from Ed Bomic. Good morning from Ireland. It's 5 AM here. And good luck, Mr. Wi-Fi, in running the not funny pink car game. I'm also looking forward to Harry Potter 2 afterwards. Good luck to Lucia too. And interrupt me if you need me to be interrupted at all, but I'll keep going. $15 from Natalia Alston. Of course, everything goes wrong when LiquidWiFi joins a marathon. I'm not surprised. We have $10 from Atomic Caleb. It's okay, Liquid. We aren't laughing at you, just with you. We have $30 from Vot. Good luck, Liquid. May the big man roll quickly in your favour. Put this donation towards beating the 20k goal, which we have shot over the 17,000 already, so 20k is in our sights. We have $20 from Ammo Yessing. Never mind about the PB, just have fun. $20 from Steven1411. Hello, everyone, and good luck on the runs. Also, hello, Liquid. We have $17.45 from Munsey, __. Wish I could donate more to this great cause. Good luck, Liquid. Also, did you know you can get a free subscription to one Twitch channel a month just by connecting your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account?
Use it on AusSpeedruns.
Recommended move.
Alright, so this is one of the best levels in the game. It is really fun, including in a speedrun. So essentially what we're doing is collecting 24 flags.
And the intended design is effectively that you're mostly using Bart throughout this environment because he's got like a glide and everything, but Homer Ball is fast. It's really fast. So if you know what you're doing and know how to navigate around the town, it's significantly more efficient.
Yeah, Homer Ball here saves like 30 seconds. It's way quicker. But it has a awful jump at the end, which is, as far as I can tell, lock base. Come back. Come back. Come back! Thank you. So we're going to try and launch off a tiny little ledge in Homer Ball. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. It's just like one of those things in this game that just doesn't work occasionally.
Because I didn't know, apparently you can't talk.
Oh.
I mean, what's that all about?
This actually has a really cool route to it as well. Like, you jump on this little ledge and you manage to home ball just to skip going on that the little bouncy canopy. Let's get this guy while he's down here.
Famous last words.
There we go. Nice. And then over here. So you can just make up the jump there because of the tiny little escalation this gives you. Alright, here's the dumb jump.
Yep.
Okay, I just went directly upwards. I meant to go forward. Alright, so ideally you would land on the roof there, but we can just go around here still, it's fine. So all this section is meant to be done as Bart, but because of slope jumping, we just do it as Homer. Yeah. Alright. So that's the first section done. This level has 3 different sections to it. The second one is really, really fun if it goes well. Because all you're doing is just moving really quick, shooting a couple of times, and then moving on. Yep. So each of these takes 2 shots. And normally you're meant to escort the truck along. But we can just speedrun ahead of it, destroy everything, and it'll just skip straight to the end of the level.
Yeah, the level will end if the path is safe, so you just run ahead and go nuts. Another example of infinite meter just being a godsend in this category.
Makes it so much better. Alright, and that's the end of the second section. This doesn't exist on the PS2 versions for whatever reason. It's really strange. So it just got thrown in the PS3 and the Xbox 360 versions. So towards the start, at the start of this next section, there's a really, really stupid thing that can happen. It happened to me 3 runs in a row. I do a particular jump to get on a ledge, but there's something that can shoot me. Am I going to be on the other side? Am I going to be on the wrong side? I am going to be on the wrong side. So there's a gun that shoots at you, and it one-shots you at full health.
Yep.
Let's do this.
You can try to dodge and weave it, but it's...
I think the more you think about it, the worse it gets.
I know. It happened to me 3 times in a row, so it's like... Please don't happen again, because I have to sit there and wait for Bart to come back.
Now that you've mentioned it, it's just primed.
Yeah, it's going to happen. No, that wasn't what was meant to happen. So there's a tiny little ledge at the top of this pole.
This uniform doesn't really flatter my ass.
That I can jump on. It's a little tight. Okay, and here's the gun.
Oh.
Oh. Don't do it. Okay, I think I'm safe from here. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. I don't know if that's worthy of an applause because there's no skill to that.
After Grand Theft Scratchy, just take what you can get.
Placing the building down requires a very large amount of skill. So we can just slope jump up here. Slope jump here. And very difficult boss fight coming
really
up
hard.
here.
Here it comes.
Alright, he's
Alright,
dead. So this next level is meant to be the longest level in the game. This is, what is it, like 50 seconds of gameplay and then 3 minutes of auto scroll.
Yeah, you're gonna go for the...
Oh yeah, let's
skip
go
here?
for it.
Yes. Oh,
I made
yes.
it! Alright, so there's a cutscene skip here. If I'm in a specific spot and they jump in the water, I go over a trigger that exists here. And I can just keep on going. It's normally like a, 30-second or so cutscene.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Then we slope jump up here. Slope jump up here. Slope jump up here. Oh, what?
Patched.
It is patched. What's going on? Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
So, that's a pity applause. That's a pity applause. So there's a soft block that can happen if I fall down a little ledge that's in the ice area. There's like 4 big sections and then this door opens up, but by going around the back of it, we can skip all of it.
Yeah, so casually, you go through each of the 3 areas and you do these little Pokemon battles to get these like MacGuffins to win. And yeah, as you can see, the triggers to load each area are active. You just have to find a way to get around to them.
So this section, so there's either 7 or 8 enemies. It's somewhat luck-based, but they always spawn in the same positions on the run that you're on, but every single run is different. So once I memorize the pattern, it's really, really easy. I just got to have a couple of audio cues to memorize it properly. So after I memorize, it'll be a good time for donations. So just give me a moment. But yeah, oh, and the goal of this, what already spawned? That's really soon. The goal of this is to try and keep all engines on.
Yeah, because each time an engine shuts off, represented by those green dots on the heads-up display on the ship, it's an incremental speed decrease, and if they are all shut off, it's just game over.
If you have one engine shut off for the whole thing, it loses 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time. I think I know the pattern. So I think we're good for a couple of donations.
Brilliant. We have a ton more. So we got $5 from IK Vogel, who just says Wi-Fi crump. We have $20 from Neo, who says, Dan, your Uber Eats is gone. I'm sorry. And we have $50 from Sky Queen 3, who says, good luck, everyone. And one thing I didn't ask you was, what would you like to put all the donation incentives towards that have been donated to you?
What do you have? Also, can I have the game audio down just a little bit? It's really loud.
We have Kiwi coming up to be played in Italian rather than English. That has 42% filled. We also have the Superliminal Any Percent bonus run coming up. That is 38% filled now. And finally, we have V6, I believe it's pronounced, or VVVVVVVV. Category changed to 100%, which has 43% as well.
Could I get it towards DDDD?
No problem.
Is that one of them?
You were 1 V short, actually.
Oh, V. I thought I heard D. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a nothing level after the first little bit. But the good news is that all these have stayed on, so it's going the fastest it possibly can go. Dan, what's your favorite level in this game?
Speedrun-wise,
Yes.
Bargain Bin or Bites,
Bites
I would say.
solid.
And then an honourable mention to Mob Rules.
Mob rules is fun. Terrible casualty though.
Yeah, one of the worst.
Alright, I'm good. So just gonna go over here as Homer because this is where the cloud spawns for the end level. And this is the only battle that you'll see. There's what, 4 of these I think, normally, but basically the way it works is that one attack does a lot of damage, one attack does very little damage, and one attack does nothing. Yeah. So if we just use the heavy, the really good attack 3 times, we'll just always win.
Yeah. Once you've figured out what the strongest attack is, this section's a meme. Like.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, it's just a QTE with no quickness. It's a time event.
Okay, RNG level. So in the Xbox 360 version, well, in the PS2 version, there is a lot more to this level, and it's a really cool level. In this version, they took out a lot of what made it cool. Don't know why. I think it was just to put in a lot more enemies. But there's a big RNG section at the end, which is basically determined by if Homer dies or not. If he dies, it loses quite a bit of time, and also he wants to be on a particular platform that rises up. So the further up he is on the platform, the faster the level goes. Can you guess the theme?
Family Guy.
Ah.
Oh, hold on. I detect that my interest in the game is suddenly rising.
The Futurama runner likes Futurama?
What?
What? Sky is blue.
Really? That's news to me.
This place is amazing. I don't know what to break first.
And a little story recap for those not too familiar. To stop the alien invasion, the Simpsons have decided to find their creator and reason with him. And they confused him for Seth MacFarlane, so now you're being attacked by the cast of Futurama.
The dialogue in this game is so good.
Yeah.
Homer has full health, that's really good. Let's see if he's up on the platform. He is not on the rise. I don't even know where he's not even visible on the camera. What's going on? He'll be here somewhere. Oh, and also classic this level, the camera has a bit of a problem on this platform. You're meant to hit that and the level's meant to end, but I hit it and the level didn't end.
Hooray, more Futurama!
Oh, there's the bad camera. Can't see anything. Did it work? Okay, it worked.
Okay, you got it.
Alright, and this is the next level is the last level in the game. Unfortunately, the end of this game has an incredibly disappointing boss fight.
Cool remix, though.
Sure hope the AusSpeedruns channel doesn't get DMCA'd for it. Where is he? There he is.
You'll notice that Liquid is not cancelling the recovery frames on Gummy Homer here, and that's because if you go past certain health thresholds on Shakespeare there, he can actually soft lock and he just won't get up and you can't continue to fight.
So, little invisible slope on this thing here. Can just climb up. Oh no! Oh no! There we go.
You want to go for it?
I may as well. This one has been a disaster. Alright, I'm going to go for a really silly thing here. So, there's a chance that all the family members are dead. They are not dead.
Yep. And they're all back here.
Yep, they're all back here. It's alright, it's not that bad. So, what I was trying to do there is, March, come on, die and hope that all the other members were dead. Because if that happened, what would happen is everyone would spawn at the staircase where Homer is right now. Jeez, he's having a bit of trouble over there. Look at all the enemies. And if that happens, it actually just saves this huge walk around. It's like a 30-second time save, but it's completely RNG.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how Homer's doing. I think he's dead.
Big reveal.
he
Oh, he's
just
just got back
survived.
up.
Alright. Now, ideally, Marge will not walk far away, but she kind of just does what she wants, unfortunately. So only Homer and Bart can activate those switches. It will not work with any other character. And this building here, you're meant to try and build. You're meant to build it with Marge and the 4 kids that are right by the what is it, the coffee shop, I think.
Yeah. It's
Marge
like a
is dead.
Starbucks.
Marge is dead. She's dead.
It's almost like this level's called Game Over for
Yeah.
a reason.
Oh, I'll just put Homer over here for now. Wait for Marge to get back up. There. So yeah, if you build the building before you open that door, it actually softblocks the game and you can't progress any further. So we're going to build this building, and then we have is it Shakespeare? It's a Shakespeare fight, isn't it?
No, this is Ben Franklin.
It's Ben Franklin. Ben
Yeah.
Franklin. Shakespeare. What was Shakespeare? Shakespeare in this
Shakespeare
game?
was he's the yeah, probably.
So yeah, he's really easy to deal with. Interesting thing, if you're far away from me, you actually do more damage, which is really strange. But we're just going to use the burp ability here to take care of his little clones.
Just like in real American history, Ben Franklin splits into 2 smaller Ben Franklins on death.
And this is the final boss. It's DDR.
On the Xbox 360
On the
D-pad.
on the PlayStation, can't you see, man?
Oh, right. My bad.
So this is like, I don't know what, like minute 50 of nothing. I missed the button, okay? So I actually died on this in a practice run.
That's reassuring.
Hope that doesn't happen here. That would be terrible.
Pass me the controller, brother.
Just so everyone knows, there's no double damage in this. I thought there was at one point, because I thought the explosions meant that you did more damage. It actually means you're doing damage to yourself. So yeah, there's 3 rounds to it. Luckily, this is a very good song.
Yes.
But thanks for... I see some people jamming in the audience. Thanks for having me, AusSpeedruns. This run was complete disaster, but I hope it was funny.
You gotta respect his honesty.
I built the building in Grand Theft Scratchy. Alright, so yeah, time is on the last hit, which will be in like 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, thereabouts.
My favorite console is the He.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was definitely was Nintendo's best.
They haven't been the same since. Alright, and time. Would you believe that I got a 51 not an hour earlier? Thank you very much for having me. Hope you all enjoyed the run and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Keep donating. And thank you, Dan, for commentating.
Welcome.